Hello those and welcome to our channel Be a Programmer Me. So in this particular video we'll be talking about TCS Nqt tips, TCS Nqt strategies, TCS Nqt mistakes, what you have to not to do, everything, whatever kind of, this is a kind of video now that will help you if you are going to give a TCS Nqt exam, paid, free, anyone, that will definitely help you in all that. Today I'm going to talk about 12 points, 12 that kind of points which have came from different experiences. Definitely we are going to talk about. If you don't know me, I am a software engineer. My name is Anurag and basically a data engineer. I keep sharing the experiences on the channel. I keep sharing the tips and all. Definitely that will help you. And I am having about 2 years, like 1.7 years of experience. In 3-4 months it will be 2 years of experience. So definitely I will be giving you so much of insights of this particular exam. So let's start. And Geeks for Geeks has came up with Jobathon 11. As you can see on the screen, this is going to be held on 21st of July, 8 to 10:30. That is the duration of the exam. 2.5 hours of exams will be. And what will be in the exam? What are the things that also I am going to explain you. The very first thing, that is these are the companies, and it is totally free. Of course, you don't need to pay a single penny also to participate in this particular hiring. Okay, and it is a Jobathon. In this, just you need to log in, and before that only the link of this particular Jobathon was also in the description. Definitely you should try out. As you can see here, these are the companies which are hiring, and what are the instructions of the contest. The very first thing, that is there will be 4 parts. The particular Jobathon will consist of 4 parts, 4 sections basically, that you can say. The first part will be of 3 DSA coding problems will be there. After that, 5 MCQ and programming logic questions will be there with 5. That will be a MCQ. 5 questions will be there, 25 marks, and 5 MCQ logical reasoning question will be there, 25 marks. Then 5 quantitative aptitude, that will be a quants questions like numerical ability is there. Similarly, like that only quants question will be there. 5 questions will be there, 25 marks. So these are the, and it is also having negative marking also. 5% negative marking will be there if you do a wrong submission. So be careful about that. The link of this particular application of Jobathon 11 is in the description. Just tap on that, click on the register link and register for this. It is totally free of course. Definitely you should try out. Link is in the description. Go and try. So now one by one we'll be discussing about all the points one by one, and I have given all the timestamps also, so that it will be easier for you, and you can the time is not wasted. That is the main motive of this timestamp. Okay, so let's start. I have written all the points here. The very first thing, the very first point is no negative marking. That is, you have to attempt all the questions, and if it is written no negative marking, so don't do that just like you are guessing all the questions. Don't do that. Never do that, because that will also the percentile. There is a percentile system. Okay, what happens, that suppose you have given 100 questions. Okay, suppose in an average, suppose I am giving you an example, 100 questions are there. Okay, one person is there who has got more marks, and he has given 90 questions suppose, and one person who has got less marks but his percentile is more. How the percentile is calculated? That is basis of how much wrong you are doing, how much correct you are doing. On the basis of that only it is calculated. So you have to be accurate. There is no negative marking, but be sure whatever you are particular. Suppose one question comes in front of you. Okay, so be careful and be confident about it, that if you are marking this question, that is right. Okay, don't just पॉइंट आउट द क्वेश्चन. जैसे ऐसे नहीं करना है कि भाई इस पे टैप कर दिया, दैट जी तुक्का मार देता अक्कड़ बक्कड़ बम्बे, वो ये नहीं करना है. डोंट डू दैट थिंग. दैट कैन डेफिनेटली आपको बाहर कर सकता है इस कॉम्पिटिशन, बिकॉज ओनली नॉट ओनली टीचर्स इज हायरिंग फॉर दिस एग्जाम. देयर आर मेनी कंपनीज दैट आर हायरिंग फ्रॉम टीचर्स एनक्यूटी. सो यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल, एंड इट इज अ पेड एग्जाम ऑल्सो. यू हैव गिवन अ पेनी फॉर इट. डेफिनेटली फोकस ऑन दैट. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, दिस वॉज द फर्स्ट पॉइंट. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज every section has a sectional cutoff. So what happens is, there will be a section. Suppose there will be a quant section, numerical ability section, verbal reasoning section, psychometric test, then coding section. Suppose these 5 sections are there. Suppose. Okay, so what happens? Every section will have a sectional cutoff. So suppose you clear the first numerical ability. So there will be, suppose you clear this one and you have got suppose 60%. Okay, the target, the on an average is 60% only. That minimum you have to score 60% in all the sections. Then only you will get an interview call, like that, because so many people are there. So they have to do shortlisting also. The eligibility criteria is like that only. It is not written anywhere, but definitely as per the experience I can say that it is 60%. Okay, so you have to be careful about that there is a sectional cutoff. try to give every section very very sincerely. Okay, that is very very important. After that, third point is psychometric test. What is a psychometric test? Basically, many people will ignore this particular section, or if you are giving this section, this section is totally optional. Okay, many companies demand for it, many companies don't demand. So the very first thing that is psychometric test is like a situation will be given. Suppose you are working in a company, okay, and the boss is the interviewer is asking you that this is a situation, you are working in a company, a task comes and you have to decide to whom to give or how to, like there are three priority tasks, so how you have to decide like how to divide these priority tasks so that you can complete by end of the day, and this needs to be, so you have to figure out the things, you have, that is a situation, that is a psychometric test, kind of like a question of psychometric test. Okay, so that is very important. That is basically judging your decision making skills, how you are making the decisions and all, that is basically judging you. So that is really very important. You have to keep the things in mind whenever you are going a psychometric test. Don't just like be sincere. If you are giving a like 100%, if you are giving in the numerical ability 100%, you have to give in the psychometric test. That is important. That can get you shortlisted in many companies. That is important because decision making is a very very important point. Next, after this, don't take pressure, as you know, taking pressure can cause you a negative impact. What happens now? Suppose we are giving the exam, okay, and there is 60 minutes of exam. Suppose there is only 60 minutes of exam, and I am doing the question, like one question I did, second question I did, third question I am getting stuck, so that got skipped. Next question got skipped. Then a pressure will be building on us. Don't be very much like अपने दिमाग पे उतना प्रेशर नहीं डालना है. डोंट कीप द प्रेशर ऑन योर माइंड दैट मच, बिकॉज व्हाट विल हैपन ना, द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन व्हाट विल कम ना, एंड इफ यू आर नोइंग दैट क्वेश्चन, इफ यू हैव स्टडीड दिस क्वेश्चन, प्रैक्टिस दैट क्वेश्चन, देन ऑल्सो यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू डू दैट, विल बी अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर यू. Don't take pressure at it. Is normal. You can do it. Only 60% you have to score. If you get a 60%, above that you can get an interview call, depending on different people also. It is not fixed that you will get a call, but depends on a different player. Suppose person are there, suppose 60%, about 10,000 people got 60%. Okay, so they will not give an interview call for 10,000 people. They will increase the shortlisting criteria. They can keep 18%. That depends. Okay, so that is the thing. Next is fifth point. That is be jack of all. That what is this meaning of this point? That is, this means that you must know all about the section. Suppose you are seeing this video. Suppose, okay. So you know, I have already made many videos on Tcs Nqt. I will keep this video also in the same playlist, and you can go on my YouTube channel. In the channel section, in the playlist section, basically you will get all the videos of Tcs Nqt, strategies, tips, sections, everything I have talked about, syllabus and all, everything. So whenever you are going to give an exam, be sure about all the sections, whatever kind of pattern it is, whatever kind of things are going to come. Definitely you should be sure of the things, because suppose you are not knowing, suppose one question comes, you are not aware of the next question, what it is about. So how you will attempt that? Because aptitude is not direct, it will be a not direct question. There will be a statement problem that you have to solve out, or a coding question is there will be a statement problem, you have to solve this out. So there is a proper practice required. So that is very important. You have to keep these things in the mind. Definitely you should be aware of all the section. Be jack of all. That is, you need to be confident about all the sections. That is important. Then comes pay attention to the cognitive skills. What happens? Cognitive skills is basically reasoning section, aptitude section. Because what happens na, I have seen people, I have experienced. I will discuss that point also in the further video. What happens is, I have seen people who have given like 3 sections only, and they have got the software engineering role or a ninja role in particular TCS only. If they have cracked the interview and all, they have got into it. And I have made interview video also with a mechanical student who has done the same thing, and he has explained everything in detail. Definitely you can find that video also on the channel. If you'll say, I will pin that in the comment or in the description or somewhere. If you will comment down, I will give you. Okay, so you need to be very very confident about the cognitive skills, because aptitude is really very important. If you are going for these kind of competitive exams or these kind of exams, that is where many people are there who is competing for that particular role. So aptitude will play a very important part, because on that basis only they will judge that how much like people can get shortlisted from the first round to second round. They will shortlist about 80% of the people, and only 20% will be left for the second round. So that you have to keep in the mind, that you have to be good at cognitive skills, reasoning, numerical ability, quant section, then psychometric test. These all sections you should be very good at. That is very important. Next point is encoding section. That is encoding section questions. First try to understand the question. Take some time to understand which function to use. Suppose what happens, the very first mistake what we do is We read the coding question one by one line, we will read, and at one proofreading only we will start coding. Don't do that. First make a rough idea what you will be doing in the code, what is the functions you are going to use. Suppose you want to use a for loop, suppose a for loop, what functioning that for loop will do, what looping you have to do, what problem statement is. You have to discuss everything on a paper. A paper will be there in front of you, or you can use a paper, rough paper also, or you can frame everything in a mind, or a paper you can use. On that paper only you can draw everything. A dry run you can do, or a model you can make, that these all things I have to do, these all functions I have to use, these all the flow of the code will be like this only. So you have to do like this, because what will happen now, if you will just start coding now, the very first thing what will happen, that you will get stuck. Suppose you will write one loop, next loop you will get stuck, that what to do now. So make sure that if you are doing a coding question, suppose 30 minutes are given, you are doing a coding question, so 20 minutes you should focus on, or if you are sure about the question, then 10 minutes is okay. If you are not sure about the question, 20 minutes you have to keep in the mind for the particular dry run thing, that this will be the structure of the 20 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever kind of time you can give, that you have to keep in the mind ki, this is the structure of the program, these all things I have to do, this will the flow of the code. That will be easier. In 10 minutes you can easily write the code. If you know about the concepts and all, definitely you can write the code. Okay, next thing is like in the exam, first do the cognitive part and then do the coding part. That is what happens. See, maybe you can switch between the sections, or you cannot switch between the section. But if you get an option, what you can do is you can do the cognitive skills, because what happens, suppose numerical abilities there, quantitative abilities there, these kind of questions are there. So what will happen, that our mind will be free at the starting, it will be relaxed. So when you will do the questions now, it can get focused, and when you will get into the coding question, definitely that frame, you will be in that particular frame, in that particular situation, that you can do the coding question very easily in that flow only. That will be easier for you. Okay, so that's just a tip from my side, that you need to be, whenever you are doing the coding question or attempting these kind of interviews, if you can switch the sections, definitely you should try firstly the cognitive skills, then only go to the coding question, because you can switch between the sections, like not sections, particularly questions we can switch, like first question ended, second question ended, third question. Suppose you are going to the coding question, first, second, two questions are there, so you can switch between both the question. You can see first question, then second question, then you can decide which question will take more time. So like that you can decide. Okay, that will be because time constraint will be there, because for every next point comes here only, that is give respect to the initial question. What happens is, see, teachers doesn't take on AMCAT, but AMCAT exams are also there. AMCAT exams are totally different. It is an adaptive kind of exam. Adaptive kind of exams, and difference between normal exams are, what is an adaptive exam basically, or I think so TCS is also an adaptive exam. What happens, suppose you are given the first question, okay, 100 questions are there, first question you are given. If you do that first question right, second question will come of more marks and difficulty will be more. That can, and if you do the second question also right, more difficulty, more marks. So suppose I am a person A, B, these two person are there, Ram and Sita. Suppose these two person are there. Okay, these two person are there. First one, Ram. What Ram did? It first question right, second question right, third question right. He's got more marks, and second person is Sita. What she did is first question wrong, then second question right, then third question wrong. What happens is, all the three questions will be totally different, the marks will be totally different, because Ram and Sita is given an adaptive kind of exam. Okay, so that will be an AMCAT will be like this only. That is, the question will depend on the difficulty level and how much correct you are doing. The more correct question you will do, more marks you will get. More marks will you get, matlab next question will come of more marks. But it is not sure that if Sita is done the first question wrong and second question, third question right, fourth question will be more marks or less marks as compared to the first question. So ऐसे समझना है, ठीक है, ऐसे करके समझना है. So that means of an adaptive question, or you can read about the adaptive question. What is an adaptive test? Definitely many people have given. I have also given many adaptive tests like AMCAT test and all. Definitely that is bit different and more, like it can give you more confidence. Okay, next is give speed and accuracy. Like each question, what happens is in Tcs Nqt, each question will have a timer. Suppose 2 minutes are there for one question. So each question will have a timer. Suppose 2 minutes are there. After 2 minutes, you can't attempt that particular question because there is no negative marking. You can't come to that question again, and shuffling will be there. Suppose you are giving the exam, your friend is giving the exam beside you. Their question will be different, your question will be different. Don't try to cheat also, because it can give you a negative impact. Or in front of, there will be a camera on. Okay, camera will be on, mic will be on in the interview or in the test. That can disqualify you. So keep things in the mind. Be very, very confident, honest, and give the exams. Like, online exams are going on, virtual exams are going on. Don't try to cheat. Be honest and give the exams. Okay, so this is the thing. Next is for Ninja profile. What happens is numerical ability, as I've told you, numerical, then quants, then this reasoning ability. These are very important. If you clear these three, you can get an interview call definitely for the Ninja role. Coding is not that much important role for the Ninja profile. Definitely yes. For Ninja profile, they have removed the coding part. They can ask that thing in the interview also. After that, if you are giving the coding round properly, that can give you eligibility of Ninja digital profile. Basically, that is having a 7 LPR package. That is better. Okay. So these are things you need to keep in the mind. And last and final point is the amount of time given depends on difficulty of the question. Okay, so what you have to do is suppose a tough question comes. Okay, you have to save the time also. Tough question comes, you have to give more time. But if there is a easy question, you are giving the same time, then it will eat your time, and you will not be able to attempt the last questions of reasoning part or these kind of parts, because that will become difficult for you. That will become difficult for you to attempt those questions, because there will be a time constraint. Time constraint are always there. Section wise cutoff will be there, then per question timing will be there. So you need to keep in things in the mind. So these were all about the points I have talked about. I have given the link of the GFG. GFG is conducting Jobathon 11 also, that you can also attempt. Definitely free of course it is. Definitely you should try. Your registration link is in the description. This was all about a video. These were all the 12 points. You have given all the timestamps also in the description, or you can just see on the, here is a timeline. You can see here all the timestamps are there. This was all about the video. If you like this video, please support and keep sharing with your friends and all. This was all about it. Milte हैं next video में. जय हिंद, वंदे मातरम. You can also follow my vlog channel. Definitely so many good content, so many good videos are coming. Instagram also, I'm making so many content there also. I am active everywhere, so you can connect on my LinkedIn, Instagram, then my YouTube vlog channel. All the links are in the description. Social media links are in the description. Definitely we should connect. तो मिलते हैं next video में. जय हिंद, वंदे मातरम. Bye bye. ध्यान रखना.